Imagine this. You're coming into the world in the most dramatic way possible, falling from a 6-foot height straight onto the ground. That's right, the first thing you experience as a baby giraffe isn't a gentle introduction to life, but gravity sucker punching you straight into the ground. Welcome to the savannah, kid. Life's rough and you've barely even blinked. Your mum, a tall tower of legs and neck, looks down at you with zero sympathy. Get up, her eyes seem to say. Not because she's mean, but because she knows the brutal truth. If you don't stand up in the next 10 minutes, you're someone's lunch. And by someone, I mean one of those dozens of hungry predators currently eyeing you up like you're an all-you-can-eat baby buffet. So you wobble to your feet, all spindly legs in wide-eyed confusion, and somehow manage to stay upright. Congratulations, you've survived the first 5 minutes of giraffe life. That's more than some can say. But don't celebrate yet. Things are about to get much worse. For the next few hours, you're basically a walking Happy Meal. Lions, hyenas, leopards, wild dogs, every carnivore within a 5-mile radius knows you're here, and they're ready to RSVP to the feast. Mum's doing her best to keep you safe, kicking at anything that gets too close. Her kicks are strong enough to knock a lion's jaw into next Tuesday. But even she can't protect you all of the time. Now let's talk about mobility, or the lack thereof. You're stuck with these ridiculously long wobbly legs, and a neck so awkwardly proportioned that even bending down to drink water feels like performing advanced yoga. Meanwhile, all the other baby animals seem to have figured it out. Baby gazelles are already zipping around like a little sports car. Baby elephants, they're practically walking tanks at this point. But you're basically a giraffe-shaped piñata just waiting to get smacked. Then there's the issue of food. Sure, mum's milk is great, but it won't last forever. Eventually you'll need to eat leaves from trees, which sounds simple enough. Until you realise your neck isn't quite long enough yet. Imagine trying to reach up to the top shelf when you're barely tall enough to grab the cereal box. So you settle for the lower leaves and hope no one judges you for being a short giraffe in a tall giraffe's world. But even as you grow, things don't get easier. By the time that you're a few months old, you're big enough to avoid being eaten by most of the predators. By now, you have to deal with other giraffes. That's right, giraffe society isn't all gentle grazing and majestic necking. No, it's filled with drama, hierarchy, and the occasional neck fight. I hear you ask, what the heck is a neck fight? Well, let's get into that. Male giraffes, or bulls, settle disputes by swinging their necks like medieval flails. Imagine two awkwardly tall creatures smacking each other with their heads, all whilst trying to stay balanced. It's equal parts ridiculous, but also terrifying. And if you're a male giraffe, this is your future. Buddy, I hope you have a strong neck. Because if you don't, good luck impressing the ladies. But let's not forget the ultimate indignity of giraffe life. Drinking water. As a giraffe, your height is both your biggest advantage and also your greatest weakness. Reaching the treetops? Sure, no problem. Reaching the ground? Absolute nightmare. To drink, you have to splay your legs out in a move so awkward, it makes it look like you've tried to do yoga and done it horrendously wrong. And whilst you're busy contorting yourself in a very weird position, every predator within that 5-mile radius is thinking, perfect, dinner is served. And then there's the heat. The savannah sun beats down relentlessly, and with your height, you're closer to it than anyone else. You're basically turned into a giraffe-shaped solar panel. To cool down, your body has to pump blood all the way up that ridiculous neck of yours to your little brain, which sounds exhausting in itself. No wonder giraffes always look mildly annoyed. But hey, it's not all bad, right? As you grow, you'll become one of the most iconic animals on the planet, admired for your beauty and grace. Tourists will travel thousands of miles just to see you, and the kids will squeal with delight when they spot you at the zoo. Sure, you'll spend most of your day chewing leaves and avoiding predators, but at least you're living the high life. Eventually, you'll find a mate, raise a calf of your own, and watch them tumble 6 feet to the ground just like you did. The cycle of life, people. you'll teach them the same lessons you've learned. Keep your head up, your legs steady, and your kicks strong. And who knows, maybe one day, when you're an old giraffe with a lifetime of awkward drinking poses and neck fights behind you, you'll look back on it all and think, yeah, being a giraffe kinda sucked. But at least I rocked this neck better than anyone else could. Either that or you'll just get torn to pieces by a lion, but who knows, this is all just a guess. So yeah, giraffes suck.